Hello and welcome to Uzima Lifestyle Center, Eat for Optimal Health. I am your host, Janice McLean, and I'm delighted to be cooking with you and for you today. I know you may be asking yourself, when are we going to have some dessert? When are we going to have something a little on the sweet side? Well, today is your day. So in this episode 10, we are going to make two simple recipes. Number one is going to be lemon ball, and number two, we are going to make Bakeless Brownie. So, for this one, these are the ingredients. You need almond nuts, you need walnuts, raisins, coconut flakes, and lemon. These are all the ingredients. But permit me, as I usually do, to tell you the benefits of these ingredients. Number one, we are talking about the almond. Almond is very high in protein, as you know. It is also very high in calcium, high in zinc, and as can be expected, it lowers the cholesterol. It has a lot of what we call phytochemicals, and these are what prevents cancer. Let me just make sure I'm saying this correctly. It has a lot of phytochemicals, and this is what helps your body to fight against cancer because it builds up the immune system. It softens your skin, gives your skin a nice supple look. It also is very important for young women and women in general who are suffering from menstrual cramp. This is a very important food that you need to incorporate in your diet, menstrual cramps. It is also anti-inflammatory, and so because when our body becomes inflamed, it creates an environment for disease. This is very important because it counteracts that. It also helps with your circulation of your blood. It helps with your heart, strengthening your heart. It strengthens your bone. And good news, it is very important for your brain health. I did mention that it strengthens your bones, so by doing so, it prevents osteoporosis. That's your bone getting brittle and getting easily broken. So those are some of the benefits of almond nuts. Now, we are going to talk a little bit about raisins. Raisins are very, very important, and it's a dry fruit, as you notice. It helps to prevent cancer, so it has a lot of antioxidants. It reduces blood pressure, so those individuals who are suffering from blood pressure, this should be your friend. And also, very important, it provides relief for constipation. Let me say that again. It provides relief from constipation. It also treats, for men, erectile dysfunction, and it helps in the treating of anemia. So if you have problems with iron, anemia, you should be taking raisins as a part of your meal. It is also good because it keeps in check acidosis, that's acid building up on your stomach in your digestive process. It promotes good cardiac health, so it's good for your heart. It aids in healthy weight, so it helps you to maintain a good weight. It modulates your sugar, so it's good for people who are diabetic. And it protects your eyes and your teeth against infection. Some very good benefits of raisins. I know many of these things we have not thought about, but raisins are very, very beneficial. Now, we want to talk a little bit about walnut. You see, sometimes these things get a little tricky. We'll talk a little bit about walnut. So, let's look at walnut. Walnut has some very good cancer-fighting properties. It is good for your overall health. It is good for your heart. It helps with weight control. You notice a number of the things we have been dealing with are good for your weight, help to control your weight if you're trying to lose weight. very good for brain health, rich in protein. It has powerful antioxidants. It improves reproductive health, especially in men, and it is very good for diabetes. So here are some of the benefits. Well, we do know that coconut is a very healthy fat, even though it's a saturated fat. There are so many other good benefits of coconut, and we have covered this in previous episodes. And lemon has a lot of vitamin C. So these are all your ingredients. Almond, then we have walnuts, raisin, coconut flakes, and lemons. So what you do, you soak the almond and the walnut just a little bit before you start the process. And then I am going to get my Vitamix here. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to put my walnut, my almond, then I'm going to add my raisins, and then I'm going to blend this for a little bit. You want to make sure all the pieces are blended well. So periodically you're going to take the cover off and make sure everything is blending in well. I'm going to show you the consistency in just a minute. You want to make sure everything is well. So we let it go for a few more minutes. Almost there. Gonna let it go for just another 2 minutes or so because it has the consistency that I'm looking for. gonna let it go for just another second or so. Okay, so this should be ready. Now we have everything blended up here. So you see the consistency. Gotta make sure I get everything out of my Vitamix. Still have a little more. Okay, so we're gonna put this away. All right, so you notice the consistency of this mixture. I'm going to show it to you so you can see what it looks like. This is when everything is blended up. All right, so to complete this, we are going to put the lemon, and then we're going to blend everything together. Okay, so now we have this all blended together. We're going to take our coconut flakes, going to spread it on this plate here, because we're going to roll the lemon balm in the coconut flakes. So you're going to take one piece, then you roll it, and then you make it into balls. All right, and we put it to the edge of the plate. Then we can take our now, if you're going to have a lot of guests, you would want to make this a little smaller so that it can get around to everybody. So you will determine what size you would like it to be. So you just roll it. Very simple. I'm going to roll all of them, and then you keep on rolling until you're finished. This is a good healthy substitute for chocolate or candy or anything like that, because you know of the benefits of these ingredients. Get 2 more. And this is our last one. Now we're going to put picks in them so that they can be easily picked up. It's nice to have a little bit of the coconut flakes as you set it out. Now you can make this ahead of time, put it in your refrigerator, and when your guests come over and they're finished having lunch or whatever, you serve your very, very tasty lemon balls. All right, so we're going to transition a little bit and we're going to make another recipe, which is the brownie bakeless. Continuing, we are going to make the bakeless brownie. For all we need is our walnuts and we need dates now, and cocoa powder, and we are going to use a little bit of vanilla. Okay, now very, very important, I have already talked about the benefits of walnuts in this episode, so I'm not going to repeat that. What I want to talk to you about is the benefits of date. Dates are good because it helps with weight loss. It also relieves constipation because it has quite a good amount of fiber, right? It is also good because it promotes heart health, and very, very important, if you are having some problems with diarrhea, it can help to alleviate that. It is rich in iron, so people who have an anemia, this is a very good food for you to incorporate in your meal. It is also very good for blood pressure. It also very, very important for men with impotence. It is very good for that. It promotes respiration and digestion, so it's good for your digestive health and it's good for your respiration as well. Now for women who are pregnant, it's very good because it helps you to build up your body so that you have a good delivery. It is effective for hemorrhoids and also for if you have problems with your arteries. Now, very, very important, it also can reduce some of the risk for colitis. So dates are very, very important. So it's dates and walnuts, and then we're going to add some cocoa powder. Cocoa is very, very good as well, and we are going to add some of that. This is very simple. We just made lemon balls, and so we don't need to wash the Vitamix because the consistency, the ingredients are similar. So first of all, we are going to put our walnuts in. And we're going to make sure that this doesn't come to a paste, right? We are going to put it in the Vitamix and, you know, just make sure that, or you can use a food processor, or you can use the Vitamix. So we're going to put it in for just a few minutes. So now we're going to check the consistency. We do not want it to come like a paste. Okay, so we're going to put it back a little more. You want it to be more like a powder rather than a paste. Okay, so this is a pretty good consistency, yes. Now we're going to add our dates. And we are going to pulverize it together. Okay, to this we are going to add our cocoa powder. Gotta make sure that everything is nicely blended up. Gonna blend it just a little more. It's almost there. This is a pretty good consistency. Very well. The dates would provide some little bit of liquid. Okay, so we have it all ready here. Make sure you get everything out of this Vitamix. Blend it up a little more. Now you see the consistency, it's not too soft. He just made a small amount of this, but depending on how many guests you're going to have, you can make as much as you need to. We're not going to fill this entire pan, so I just wanted you to see how this is done. Now once this is finished, you see what it looks like. Then you can put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour to an hour. And when you're finished, just get these out of the way. One of these bowls, so when you're finished, you just cut them into cubes. When you refrigerate it, it's going to get a little hard, and then you cut them into cubes. And here you have your brownie. Remember, you refrigerate it for about half an hour to an hour, and then you can serve. Get ready to serve. I'm not going to take these out because I didn't refrigerate it, so it's not as firm as I would like it to be. But remember to put it in the refrigerator, and then it would have a very firm consistency, and you'll be able to serve it to your guests. So take another look. Bakeless Brownie. So I hope you enjoyed making the lemon balls. As well as the Bakeless Brownie. Okay, these are two very good desserts. Please try them, and then you let us know. Leave a comment on our page to let us know how yours came out. Thanks very much for joining us today for episode 10. We're looking forward to having the next episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel and also to press the bell so that when a new video is posted, you will be notified. Thanks again for joining us. Remember, your body is God's temple and you need to take good care of it. Blessings.